Hi everyone, welcome back to Vinova Collectibles. Massive thank you to everyone who continues to support the channel and support the website. We are pushing on for a record-breaking month. We've got 10 days left to do it, and I'm really hopeful we can smash it out to start the new year with a bang. You know, we've been trading for 6 months. I'm absolutely delighted with the way it's going. I absolutely love doing it. You know, daily trips to the post office, it's getting me out when I'm working from home. It's keeping me occupied, keeping me busy, and I absolutely love getting the books in. So this video it's sort of in 2 parts. Today we're going over the top 10 pickups that I got from 2021, so from last year. They'll be in no particular order. You can rank them yourself if you want to. And then next week we're going for the books that I want to pick up next year. If you keep on seeing me glancing to the right, it's because I've got a list here. So yeah, so some of these books have come in and they've been sold. Some of them I've got in my personal collection. Some of them I've moved on, but I'm keen to get back. You know, it's the way it works in business, and you know, I've spoken about it before. Like, there's some of the stuff that's in my personal collection that has sentimental value, which is never going to go. But running a business, everything else, it has a price at the end of the day. So if you see someone appear behind me, it's Stanley, because spare bed's behind me and he likes to jump up on that. And if there's any weird cuts, it's also Stanley because he's been barking or something. But yeah, let's dive straight in. And the first one is undoubtedly the biggest book that I've ever got. It is the biggest book that I've ever sold, and it's going to take some beating. It is Avengers number 4. It was in a 4.0 CGC. I got this before I started the website, and then it went up on the website because I just thought that, you know, I put it up for a price that I was happy with, and it sold. It went to someone in America. It was a pence copy. They're very pleased to get the pence copy because they're a pence collector. But yeah, Avengers 4, the first Silver Age appearance of Captain America. It is a monumental book. I was so happy to get it last year, and I'm so happy that it's gone on to someone else who can appreciate it. And you know, it's that sort of level of things. I apologise for the mop. It's that sort of level of things that I want to aspire to, and I want to have those big Grail books in stock, so that someone's like, you know, it's time that I get my key book, my Grail, and it's something that we have in stock. That's what I aspire to. So being able to bring in the Avengers 4 and move it on was a massive plus, and you know, it's a beautiful book. Second one is one that I had twice last year. I bought it at the start of last year, ungraded, for £180. It went off to CGC, it came back a 5.0, it got sold. I've now got another 5.0 in store. It is Amazing Spider-Man 300, the first appearance of Venom. Now, this is a book that went absolutely mental last year with Venom in the MCU, and from the end credit scene of Let There Be Carnage, and then it sort of eased off a little bit, and then it's heating up. It's one of those books that is an odd one because it is an absolutely beautiful book. First appearance of Venom, it is key, but the way I see it with this book is that you can always get one. If you want Amazing Spider-Man 300 and you've got the money to buy one, there's one out there. It's so easy to find, which is why I move on, I get it back, I'll move on, I get it back, and I'm going to aim to bump those grades up because it's personal collection, but it's not. It's personal collection, but it's for sale. So if it sells, then I'll try and bump it up to a 5.5 or a 6 and keep on going that way. But Amazing Spider-Man 300. Third one, another book that's in stock at the moment that is by far the biggest book that we've got in stock at the moment. It is a book that I was absolutely delighted to pick up, and I've mentioned it before. I've never seen a 9.8 of this book for sale in the UK. I may be completely wrong, so don't hold me to that, but I've not come across one. It is Predator number 1, the first appearance of Predator. I absolutely adore this cover. It's a great book. It's an expensive book, but it is a absolutely beautiful book, and again, it's the sort of big key that I was delighted to pick up and have available in store. Next one on the list is Star Wars #1. It's one that we sold just after Christmas to a long-term Star Wars collector who was always looking out for one, and he got one, so I was absolutely delighted to do business with them. Star Wars #1, huge book. I absolutely adore the cover. It was an 8.5 CGC. You know, first appearance of Leia, first appearance of all the Star Wars greats, essentially. There's a few that don't appear to issue 2, but it's an absolutely beautiful book, and it's one that I definitely want to have in store again at some point, probably for the personal collection to go alongside my Star Wars Lego and stuff. But yeah. Next book is one that's not going anywhere. Well, actually, that's a lie. It's going to go off to CBCS to have the signature authenticated, and then it'll be back and it'll be in the personal collection. It is Lethal Protector #1, which I already have in a 9.8 CBCS signed by Mark Bagley. This is the gold edition. It came up on the back end of last year, and I had to jump on it. It's an absolute grail for my personal collection. I adore Venom. I absolutely love this cover, and the gold version's even better. It is an absolutely gorgeous book. I am so excited to get this off to CBCS and get it back. You'll see me unbox it here on the channel when it does come back. Yeah, so that was a massive pickup for me personally. A lot of these ones are ones that will be on the website or have been on the website. This one isn't. This one is never going to appear on the website unless I get another copy. This is absolutely staying. Next one, which I picked up twice last year, funnily enough, which you would have seen on the channel, Captain America 100, the first Silver Age solo series of Captain America. I actually won this. You see the video on the channel in the Torpedo Comics mystery box. I then had it as part of a mystery box that I had created for me by the wonderful Slabhead Comics. So I moved on the lower grade. I've kept the higher one, and it's one that I'm going to keep on trying to bump that grade. I absolutely love this book. I absolutely love Captain America. There's something about the big premiere issues from this sort of era that I absolutely love. At some point I'll probably pick them all up, but it is a great book. I've had it twice. It's such a amazing cover. It's such a glorious book, and one I'm absolutely delighted to have in my personal collection. Another one for the personal collection, another one that came as part of that another one that came as part of the mystery box from Slabhead Comics, Tales of Suspense 58. Now this is the I believe it's the first Captain America in the title. It is the second appearance of Kraven, which means it's probably going to spike with all these Kraven rumours coming out, but it is the Captain America versus Iron Man cover. It's absolutely glorious. Tales of Suspense ticks on to become Captain America from issue 100, and again, it's another classic cover. It's another beautiful book. It's one that I love, and it's one that I'll eventually keep on bumping up that grade for the personal collection. But it's just such a huge book. The next one is one that is actually just been sold this week and got posted out yesterday. It is Fantastic Four Annual 6, the first appearance of Annihilus, and it is the birth of Franklin Richards. Fantastic Four stuff is one to watch. That, I mean, the older issues are already really expensive because they're, you know, Marvel's first family. But with all the Fantastic Four stuff, they're inevitably going to go up. You know, there's already a lot of specking going on, like the Heralds of Galactus and other things. We know the Fantastic Four is coming. A lot of the bigger books, I'm not really sure they will get hit by that movie spike that much, because they're already huge books. Like, you know, Fantastic Four #1 is a ridiculously expensive book. It's not going to go up just because they've increased in the MCU. Well, it might do, but I highly doubt it. It's more lower on in the spectrum. But this is a great book, another great cover, introduction of a pretty significant character and the birth of another significant one, which, considering the way Marvel's going with the young characters in the Disney Plus series, I wouldn't be surprised if we also see Franklin and Valeria come into things and stay there moving forward. But yeah, it is another glorious book. It is a beautiful cover, and that is the penultimate one on our list. And the last one on the list is one that will probably get a spike at some point this year. It's one I had in and has moved on. What If #10? What if Jane Foster held the Hammer of Thor? Now, the first appearance technically in continuity of Jane Foster with the Hammer of Thor is Thor #1, and that one will probably get a spike as well. But What If 10 is the first Jane Foster as 4, not in continuity, but it is the one that the market has dictated is the book, so to speak. I love this cover. I love What If. What If is just such a great series. I love the series on Disney Plus, and yeah, it's a great book. So that's it, guys. That's my top 10 not ranked pickups of 2021. As I said, I'll be back next week with the books that I want to pick up in 2022. I've currently got 6. I'm trying to bump that up to 10 for the purpose of the video, but there's 6 that are undoubtedly ones that I definitely want for personal collection / shop, all that jazz. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please do hit a like, and please do subscribe if you haven't already. Check us out at Vernova-collectibles.com. We've got a Facebook page, we've got a Facebook group, which will now be the first place to get the stuff. The new stock that we come in will be coming available to the group, to group members first, before it goes available on the website. And follow us on Instagram at Vernova Collectibles. A massive thank you, guys, and I will see you all next time.